Your dog licks you? 10 hidden reasons you shouldn't ignore. Your dog probably did something today that you barely noticed. Maybe you were sitting on the couch, scrolling through your phone, and they walked over and licked the back of your hand. Maybe you were cooking, and they licked your ankle. Maybe you came home tired, dropped your keys on the counter, and before you could even take off your shoes, your dog was licking your face like you had been gone for 3 years instead of 3 hours. And maybe you laughed. Maybe you pulled away. Maybe you said, okay, enough. But what if that tiny, wet, slightly annoying gesture was not random? What if your dog was not just being cute? What if your dog was not just begging for food? What if that lick was a sentence? Not in human language, in dog language. A language older than barking, older than tail wagging, older than the first command they ever learned. Because before your dog knew the sound of your voice, before they knew the word sit, before they knew the difference between your work shoes and your walking shoes, licking already meant something. In the first hours of a puppy's life, licking means warmth. It means breathing. It means food. It means mother. It means you are alive and you are not alone. That is where this behavior begins. And that is why your dog's lick may carry far more meaning than most people realize. Most owners think licking means one thing: love. And sometimes, yes, it absolutely does. But that is only the surface. A dog may lick you because they love you. They may lick you because they missed you. They may lick you because they are trying to calm you down. They may lick you because they are trying to calm themselves down. They may lick you because they are gathering information about where you have been. They may lick you because your skin tastes salty. They may lick you because they smell something different on one part of your body. And sometimes, if the licking becomes intense, repetitive, or impossible to interrupt, it may be one of the clearest signs that something is wrong. So today, we are going deeper than your dog loves you. Because your dog's tongue is not just a tongue. It is a memory. It is a scanner. It is a grooming tool. It is a peace offering. It is a stress signal. It is a way of saying, you belong to me. And by the end of this video, you may never pull your hand away from your dog the same way again. Reason number 1. Your dog may be speaking the first language they ever learned. Before your dog knew your voice, before they knew their name, before they understood your routines, licking already meant something. To a newborn puppy, licking means warmth. It means breathing. It means cleaning. It means mother. It means survival. So when your adult dog licks you today, it may not be random at all. They may be reaching back to one of the oldest emotional signals in their body. I feel safe. I feel connected. I belong here. That is why one small lick can carry so much more meaning than most owners realize. A puppy is born blind, deaf, helpless, and completely dependent. Their eyes are closed. Their ears are sealed. They do not understand the world yet, but they understand contact. And one of the first contacts they receive is their mother's tongue. The mother dog licks the puppy to clean them. She licks to stimulate breathing. She licks to help the body begin functioning. She licks to guide the puppy toward warmth and milk. And to the puppy's nervous system, this creates one of the earliest emotional associations of life. Licking means survival. Licking means safety. Licking means someone is taking care of me. This is important because mammals do not simply erase their earliest safety signals. They grow around them. They build new behaviors on top of them. But the old emotional wiring remains. This is why adult dogs still use licking when they want to connect, comfort, request, repair, or self-soothe. When your dog licks your hand after a long day, yes, it may be learned behavior. They may know that licking gets your attention. They may know it makes you look down. They may know you will probably say their name in that soft voice you only use with them. But beneath the learning, there is something older. There is a body memory. There is an ancient association between tongue, touch, safety, and belonging. That is why dismissing licking as just slobber misses the emotional depth of the behavior. To you, it may be a wet hand. To your dog, it may be the oldest way they know to say, I am connected to you. And this is where dog ownership becomes something more than feeding and walking. Because when you live with a dog, you are not just managing an animal. You are entering a relationship with a creature whose emotional language is physical, subtle, and easily misunderstood. A dog cannot tell you, I was anxious today. They cannot say, I missed you. They cannot say, something about your mood feels different, and I want to be close. So they come over. They press their nose into your hand, and they lick. Reason number 2. Your dog may be treating you like family. In the animal world, grooming is rarely just about being clean. It is about belonging. It is about trust. It is about saying, you are part of my group. So when your dog softly licks your hand, your arm, your face, your blanket, or even the spot on the couch where you always sit, they may not simply be being cute. They may be performing one of the most intimate social behaviors they know. To you, it feels like a wet hand. To your dog, it may mean, you are mine. You are safe. You are family. When your dog licks you, they may be doing a human-dog version of social grooming. And this explains something many dog owners recognize immediately. Your dog does not lick every person the same way. They may give a polite lick to a stranger, a quick lick to a guest. But with you, it is different. They lick longer. They lick more softly. They lick your hands when you are sitting quietly. They lick your face when you come home. They lick your feet when you are relaxed. They lick the fabric of your shirt, your pillow, your blanket, the spot on the couch where you always sit. That is not random. Dogs are scent-driven animals. Humans see a room. Dogs smell a story. Your shirt is not just a shirt. It is a record of where you have been. Your hands are not just hands. They carry traces of food, soap, stress, other people, other animals, the outside world. Your feet, especially, carry intense scent information. That is why so many dogs are fascinated by socks and shoes. To your dog, your shoes are not disgusting. They are an autobiography. They say where you walked, how long you were gone, who you passed, what surfaces you touched, whether you stepped near another dog, whether you were at the park, the office, the store, or somewhere unfamiliar. That is why some dogs bury their nose in your shoes the moment you walk in. They are not being weird. They are reading the news. And licking is part of that sensory world. When your dog licks your skin, they are gathering taste and scent information. Salt, hormones, sweat, food residue, environmental smells, the tiny chemical details that tell them, this is my human, but something changed. This is why your dog may lick you more intensely after you come home from somewhere unusual. The vet, the hospital, a friend's house with another dog, the gym, a long, stressful day. They are refamiliarizing you. They are bringing you back into the scent map of home. And in dog logic, that is deeply social. It is not just, you taste interesting. It is, you came back carrying the outside world. Let me understand it. Let me put you back into our world. That is why the reunion lick feels so emotional. Because it is not only excitement, it is recognition. Your dog is saying, I know you. I missed this scent. You are home. Reason number 3. Your dog may be trying to reconnect after missing you. You know you only went to work. You know you only went to the grocery store. You know you were gone for 3 hours. But your dog does not understand your calendar the way you do. They only know that the most important person in their emotional world walked out the door. So when you return and your dog starts licking your face, your hands, your legs, or even your shoes, they may be doing more than celebrating. They are checking you. They are smelling where you have been. They are bringing you back into the emotional world of home. Every lick says, you came back. Let me make sure it is really you. Let me reconnect with you. Most people think face licking means, I love you. It often does. But there are layers. In puppies and wild canids, licking around the mouth can be connected to food-seeking behavior. Young canids lick the mouths of adults as part of a request for food or attention. In domestic dogs, that behavior has been reshaped by thousands of years of living with humans. Your dog is probably not expecting you to regurgitate lunch, but the emotional shape of the behavior remains. Mouth area equals intimacy. Mouth area equals greeting. Mouth area equals social reconnection. When your dog licks your face after separation, they may be saying several things at once. You are back. Where were you? What did you eat? Are you okay? Do we still belong to each other? And if that sounds dramatic, remember this. To your dog, your disappearance is not ordinary. You know you were going to work. Your dog does not fully understand work. You know you are going to the grocery store. Your dog does not know what a grocery store is. You know you will return at 6. Your dog knows only that the most important person in their emotional world walked out of the door. That is why reunion is so intense. Every return is a small miracle. Every return confirms the bond. Every return says, I left, but I came back. And the licking is part of that reunion ritual. It is one of the ways your dog closes the emotional gap between absence and presence. This is also why some dogs lick more after you have been gone longer. Not because they love you more on those days, but because the emotional distance was larger. The reconnection needs more ritual, more scent, more contact, more certainty. They are not being dramatic. They are repairing the space that opened when you left. Reason number 4. Your dog may have learned that licking is the fastest way to bring your attention back. This is one every dog owner secretly knows. Your dog licks your hand while you are on your phone. You look down. They lick your arm while you are watching TV. You say their name. They lick your leg while you are working. You finally notice them. And in your dog's mind, the lesson is simple. Licking works. But that does not mean your dog is being manipulative. It means they are making a small bid for connection. Before they bark, jump, whine, or steal your sock, they may try the gentlest signal first. Hey, are you still with me? Dogs are brilliant pattern learners. They may not understand your calendar, your tax forms, or why you stare at a glowing rectangle for hours, but they understand cause and effect. If licking brings you back into the relationship, licking becomes useful. And notice when dogs often do it. When you are on your phone. When you are watching TV. When you are working on a laptop. When you are talking to someone else. When your attention has left the dog, even though your body is still in the room. A dog does not experience your physical presence and your emotional presence as the same thing. You can be sitting 3 feet away and still feel absent to them. And many dogs know exactly how to bring you back. A lick on the hand, a paw on the knee, a nose under your elbow. A sigh that sounds like emotional blackmail. A toy dropped directly on your foot. These are not random. They are bids for connection. And licking is one of the gentlest bids. Before barking, before jumping, before stealing a sock, before chewing something they know will make you react. They try the soft channel first. Hey, are you there? This is why ignoring every small communication attempt can backfire. If the gentle signals never work, some dogs escalate. They bark. They paw harder. They nudge your arm. They grab forbidden objects. Not because they are bad, because the quiet language failed. So when your dog licks your hand while you are distracted, you do not have to stop everything for 20 minutes. But acknowledge them. Look down. Say their name. Touch their shoulder. Give them one small moment of, I see you. To a dog, that can be enough. Because much of what they are asking is not entertainment. It is confirmation. Are we still connected? Reason number 5. Your dog may lick you because they know something is wrong. You can tell the whole world, "I'm fine," but your dog may not believe your words. They read the things you cannot hide: your breathing, your posture, your tone, your footsteps, your energy when you walk into the room, even the way your body smells when you are stressed. So when your dog licks your hand while you are crying, or gently licks your face when your mood changes, they may not understand the full story behind your sadness, but they understand distress. And in their world, licking may be one of the simplest ways to say, "I am here. You are not alone. Let me stay close." Research has shown that dogs can respond differently to human stress odors, and one study found dogs became more cautious when exposed to sweat and breath samples collected from stressed humans. Think about what that means in daily life. You come home and say, "I'm fine." Your dog does not care about the words. Your shoulders are tight. Your steps are heavier. Your breathing is shallow. Your skin chemistry is different. Your dog knows the room changed when you walked in. And so they approach. Some dogs lean. Some sit beside you. Some put their head on your lap. Some lick your hand. Some lick your face when you cry. Studies on dogs and human distress have found that dogs often orient toward crying humans with behaviors such as sniffing, nuzzling, licking, or approaching gently. Another experiment found dogs opened a door faster when their owner sounded distressed than when the owner hummed. That does not mean every dog understands sadness the way a human therapist would. They do not know the story. They do not know who hurt you. They do not know what email you received. They do not know why your chest feels heavy. But they know distress. They know you. And sometimes licking is their attempt to interrupt your pain. Not with advice. Not with solutions. With presence. This is where dogs teach something humans often forget. In Taoist philosophy, there is a deep respect for effortless action, for responding to life without forcing it. A dog comforting you is like that. They do not overthink. They do not ask for the perfect words. They simply come closer. They bring their body to your body. They lick your hand, and somehow, without explaining anything, they make the room feel less empty. That is why so many people say, "My dog knew." Maybe they did not know in words, but they knew in the body. And sometimes, the body knows first. Reason number 6. Your dog may be trying to calm the room down. This is one of the most misunderstood reasons dogs lick. Many owners think that when a dog licks them after being scolded, it means the dog knows they did something wrong. But that may not be what is happening. Your dog may not understand the full moral story. They may simply know that your face changed, your voice changed, your body became tense, and suddenly the room feels unsafe. So they lick. Not to confess, not to manipulate, but to make peace. A lick in that moment may mean, "Please calm down. I am not a threat. Can we be okay again?" And if you miss that signal, you may accidentally punish the exact moment your dog is trying to repair trust. Dogs use appeasement and calming signals to reduce tension. Lip licking, looking away, softening the body, and other subtle behaviors can function as attempts to de-escalate conflict. This matters because if you misread appeasement as guilt, you may punish a dog that is already trying to make peace. Imagine someone speaking a language you barely understand. You sense they are angry. You offer the one phrase you know that means peace, and they become angrier. That is what it can feel like for a dog. When your dog licks you during tension, they may not be saying, "I admit guilt." They may be saying, "Please do not be dangerous." That distinction changes how you respond. A wise owner does not punish the peace signal. A wise owner notices it, softens, redirects, teaches clearly. Because your goal is not to win a conflict with your dog. Your goal is to become understandable. Dogs crave predictability. They want to know which behaviors lead to safety. If your emotional reactions are explosive, inconsistent, or confusing, your dog may begin using licking and appeasement constantly. And over time, that can become anxiety. So the next time your dog licks you after you are frustrated, pause. Ask yourself, is my dog being affectionate, or are they trying to make me safe again? That question alone can make you a better dog owner. Reason number 7 is simple, funny, and completely true. Sometimes your dog licks you because you taste interesting. Your dog may love you deeply, but your hand may also taste like chicken. Your legs may taste salty after a workout. Your fingers may smell like peanut butter, soap, lotion, or another dog. And your face after dinner? To your dog, that might be the most fascinating evidence in the house. Dogs do not separate affection, curiosity, scent, and taste the way humans do. A lick can mean love, but it can also mean, "What did you eat? Where have you been? Who did you touch? And why do your shoes smell like betrayal?" This explains a lot of everyday licking moments. Why does your dog lick your hands after you cook? Because your hands are a menu. Why do they lick your legs after a run? Salt. Why do they lick your feet? Scent, salt, skin cells, and the strange encyclopedia of where you have walked. Why do they lick your face after you eat? Because your mouth is basically a crime scene, full of evidence. This is not insulting. This is how dogs gather information. Humans ask, "How was your day?" Dogs lick your wrist and already know you were stressed, sweaty, outside, near food, and possibly cheating on them with another dog. This is one of those details that makes dog owners laugh because it is true. Your dog knows when you have touched another dog. You walk in pretending nothing happened, and your dog immediately becomes a detective. They sniff your pants. They inspect your hands. They look betrayed. Then they lick. Not because they are jealous in the exact human sense, but because your scent profile changed. There is new information on you, and they need to process it. Dogs do not need social media. You are the feed. Reason number 8. Your dog may be licking the place that tells them the most about your day. This is why so many dogs are obsessed with feet, socks, shoes, hands, and wrists. To humans, these areas seem ordinary. To dogs, they are loaded with information. Your feet carry sweat, skin cells, outdoor smells, and traces of every place you walked. Your hands carry food, soap, other people, other animals, and everything you touched. Your dog is not being weird. They are gathering data. When your dog licks your feet or hands, they may be reading a story you did not even know you were carrying. When your dog licks your feet, it can mean they like the salty taste. They are gathering information. They are grooming you. They are seeking comfort through your strongest scent. They are engaging in a soothing, repetitive behavior. Or they learn that licking your feet makes you react dramatically, which is very entertaining. Because, be honest, if your dog licks your hand, you may ignore it. If your dog licks your foot, you probably move. You laugh. You squeal. You say, "Stop, that tickles." To your dog, that is a response. And responses reinforce behavior. So yes, sometimes your dog licks your feet because your feet taste and smell fascinating. And sometimes they lick your feet because you accidentally made it the funniest button in the house. Reason number 9 is the one many owners miss. Sometimes your dog is not licking to communicate with you. They are licking to regulate themselves. Not every lick is a message of love. Some licking comes from the nervous system. The rhythm of licking can help a dog cope when they feel anxious, bored, overstimulated, nauseous, uncomfortable, or unable to settle. That is why some dogs lick blankets. Some lick the floor. Some lick the couch. Some lick their paws. Some lick the air. And some lick you again and again. Not softly and socially, but intensely. Almost like they cannot stop. The difference is important. A loving lick feels connected. A stress lick feels repetitive, tense, and hard to interrupt. And when licking becomes a pattern, it is no longer just cute. It is information. It has a different feeling. Most owners know the difference once they see it. Affectionate licking feels connected. Compulsive licking feels trapped. The dog's eyes may look distant. The body may be tense. They may return to the same spot over and over. They may continue even when you redirect them. This can happen with anxiety, boredom, pain, allergies, nausea, dental discomfort, skin irritation, or compulsive behavior. Dogs can develop lick granulomas, also known as acral lick dermatitis, where repeated licking creates inflamed lesions, often linked with irritation, anxiety, boredom, or compulsive patterns. So here is the rule. Do not panic about normal licking, but respect repetitive licking. If your dog licks one paw every night, check the paw. If your dog licks the air repeatedly, watch for nausea, swallowing, drooling, or discomfort. If your dog licks the floor after meals, note whether it happens with digestive issues. If your dog licks one patch of skin until it turns red, do not just say, "Stop licking." Ask why the licking started. Behavior is often the smoke, not the fire. The licking is what you see. The cause may be hidden. A good owner does not only stop the symptom. A good owner gets curious. Reason number 10 is the reason you should never completely ignore unusual licking. Most licking is normal, but if your dog suddenly becomes obsessed with one specific spot on your body, pay attention. The same mole, the same cut, the same patch of skin, the same joint, the same area they return to again and again. This does not mean your dog is diagnosing you. Your dog is not a doctor. But dogs live in a world of scent, and they can notice changes humans completely miss. So do not panic. Do not invent a diagnosis. Just look. Check the area. Notice if something changed. Because sometimes your dog is not being strange. Sometimes they are noticing. And a loving owner pays attention. But dogs are extraordinary scent detectors. They can detect changes in human body chemistry far beyond what we notice. Medical detection dogs have been trained to identify certain physiological changes through scent in specific settings. Again, your pet dog licking your arm does not mean something is wrong. But if the behavior is new, intense, and focused on one specific place, look. Actually look. Is there a rash? A wound? Swelling? A spot that changed? A smell from infection? An area that hurts when touched. Many owners have stories where a dog became obsessed with a spot before the person realized there was something there. Not every story is medical. Some are coincidence. But the practical advice is simple. Do not be afraid. Do not invent a diagnosis. Just check. Your dog may not know what they found, but they may have found a change. And sometimes, love looks like paying attention to the small things. After those 10 hidden reasons, there is one more thing every owner should understand. Not all dogs speak the licking language the same way. Not all dogs are equally licky. Some dogs lick constantly. Some almost never lick. Some breeds are more mouth-oriented. Some individuals are more physically expressive. Some dogs were reinforced for licking as puppies. Some learned licking was a safe way to ask for connection. Some dogs lick more when anxious. Some lick more when excited. Some lick more as they age. Some rescue dogs lick intensely because they are unsure how to ask for safety in any other way. This matters because owners often compare dogs unfairly. My old dog used to lick me all the time. This dog never does. Does that mean he doesn't love me? No. Dogs have different dialects. One dog says, "I love you," by licking your face. Another says it by sleeping with their back against you. Another says it by following you from room to room. Another says it by bringing you a toy. Another says it by quietly checking on you at 2 a.m. and going back to bed. Love does not always look wet. This is a huge aha moment for owners of less affectionate dogs. A dog that does not lick is not necessarily cold. They may simply prefer other forms of contact. Watch where they choose to rest. Watch who they follow. Watch who they look at when something scary happens. Watch whose room they sleep near. Watch who they bring the toy to. Dogs tell the truth through patterns. Not single gestures. Patterns. After decoding what licking can mean, the practical question is simple. How should you respond? Should you let your dog lick you? The answer is not one size fits all. You are allowed to have boundaries. You do not have to let your dog lick your mouth. You do not have to let your dog lick your face. You do not have to tolerate obsessive licking. You do not have to pretend you enjoy something you do not enjoy. But how you set the boundary matters. If your dog offers a lick as connection, and you react with disgust, anger, or rejection, they may not understand hygiene. They may understand emotional withdrawal. So redirect gently. Offer your hand instead of your face. Turn your cheek away calmly. Teach a cue like enough. Reward them when they stop. Give them another way to connect. A chin rest, a toy, a sit, a cuddle, a slow stroke on the chest. The goal is not to let your dog do anything. The goal is to preserve trust while teaching boundaries. That is real leadership, not dominance, not intimidation. Clarity. A dog should be able to hear no without feeling unsafe. That is the relationship you want. Because your dog does not need unlimited access to your face. They need to know that your boundaries are predictable, kind, and not a sudden emotional punishment. Beyond the science and behavior, there is a quieter truth inside this small gesture. There is something almost embarrassing about how sincere dogs are. They do not hide affection well. They do not play it cool. They do not wait 3 hours to respond. They do not pretend they did not miss you. When they love, the whole body participates. The tail, the ears, the eyes, the paws, the tongue. And maybe that is why dogs affect us so deeply. They offer a kind of devotion that feels rare in human life. Not perfect, not always convenient, not always clean, but honest. In Buddhist thought, compassion begins with noticing suffering and responding without ego. Dogs do this naturally in their limited animal way. They notice distress. They come closer. They offer contact. In Christian language, love is patient and kind. Dogs, at their best, embody a kind of patient presence. They wait at doors. They forgive clumsy humans. They celebrate ordinary returns. They turn small moments into ceremonies. In Taoist philosophy, softness is powerful. A dog's lick is soft, almost nothing, a small wet gesture. And yet it can interrupt loneliness, soften anger, comfort grief, and remind a person that they are not invisible. That is why people remember these moments. The dog who licked tears off someone's face after a funeral. The dog who licked a child's hand during a thunderstorm. The old dog who could barely stand, but still licked their owner's fingers from the vet table. The rescue dog who did not trust anyone for months, then one day offered one tiny lick and changed the whole room. Dog lovers understand this. A lick is sometimes just a lick, but sometimes it is the first sign that a wall came down. Sometimes it is an apology. Sometimes it is a reunion. Sometimes it is a question. Sometimes it is the only prayer a dog knows how to make with their body. Stay. Now that you know the 10 hidden reasons, here is the simple guide that helps you tell them apart. Here is a simple way to understand what your dog may be saying. A quick lick on the hand may mean, "Hi, notice me. I want something. I'm checking in." A soft, slow lick while lying beside you may mean, "I feel safe. I am bonding with you. I am grooming you." A frantic face lick when you come home may mean, "You're back. I missed you. Let me smell where you've been." A lick during conflict may mean, "Please calm down. I am not a threat. Can we be okay?" Repeated paw licking may mean, "Something itches. Something hurts. I am stressed. I cannot settle." Licking blankets, floors, or air may mean, "I feel nauseous. I am anxious. I need stimulation. I am trying to regulate myself." Licking one spot on your body repeatedly may mean, "This smells different. Something changed here. I am interested in this specific area." Again, do not overinterpret every lick. But do not underinterpret every lick either. The truth is in the pattern. When did it happen? What changed before it happened? Was your dog relaxed or tense? Was the lick brief or repetitive? Could they stop? Was it directed at you, themselves, an object, or one specific area? Dogs are always communicating. The hard part is that humans are often too busy to listen. So the next time your dog licks your hand, do not rush to dismiss it as just dog kisses. Ask yourself, are they greeting me? Comforting me? Reading my scent? Trying to get my attention? Making peace? Calming themselves? Or noticing something I missed? Because after everything we have decoded, one thing becomes clear. Your dog may never speak in words, but they are speaking all the time. So the next time your dog licks your hand, pause before you pull away. Maybe they are asking for food. Maybe they are tasting salt. Maybe they are trying to get your attention. But maybe they are doing something deeper. Maybe they are grooming you back into the family. Maybe they are reading the stress you tried to hide. Maybe they are calming themselves because the world feels too loud. Maybe they are making peace after your voice got sharp. Maybe they are checking a scent that changed. Maybe they are saying, in the first language they ever learned, "You are mine. I am here. Are we okay?" Your dog will never sit across from you and explain their inner life. They will never say, "When you leave, I do not understand time the way you do." They will never say, "When you cry, your whole body smells different to me." They will never say, "When you yell, I do not understand the lesson. I only understand the fear." They will never say, "When I lick your hand, I am trying to bring you back." But they will show you, again and again, with the body, with the eyes, with the tail, with the paw, with the tongue. And once you understand that, even a small lick becomes different. It stops being just slobber. It becomes a message, a memory, a thread running all the way back to the first warmth your dog ever knew. So tonight, if your dog comes over and licks your hand, try something. Do not pull away immediately. Look at them. Really look. Notice their eyes. Notice their body. Notice whether they are asking, soothing, greeting, tasting, or simply being near you. And maybe, just for a second, let the message land. Because in a world where love is often complicated, your dog is still trying to speak it in the simplest way they know. One small lick at a time. If your dog has a strange licking habit, your hands, your face, your feet, your pillow, one specific spot, or only when you are sad, write it in the comments. Because somewhere out there, another dog owner is going to read it and say, "My dog does that too." And that is how we get better at understanding them. One tiny signal at a time.